Hey guys, excuse the rollers. I have to go to work tonight. So I just woke up because I didn't get in until late last night. So I started, if you guys saw, I'm reading Dr. Bobby Price, Vegetation. The reason why I got this book is because I got his 14-day detox, and so I want to talk about day one, and I'm on day two experience, and I'm a flight attendant. So as you can imagine, not having an 8 to 5 job, it's probably difficult for anybody with any job trying to do it, but imagine being a flight attendant. So I'm going to tell you guys what happened on day one, day two. So I'm on, let me just, this is the parasite one. This is how it looks. This is the mason jar, because you have to get 32 ounces of the mason jar. When I drank this for the first time, I felt like I was drinking dirt. People say bitter. I don't even know if you would say bitter. Think about eating bark, and that would be the best way that I would explain it. It's like eating bark. Guys, I had to find a place to kind of record something, so if it ain't perfect, I apologize. Y'all can get over it. Y'all have seen enough good edited videos. One not good, you okay. Look at me with these rollers. Y'all know I like to let y'all see me cute, but then I like y'all to just see me as Lisa Renee, okay? Everything ain't about stage, lights, cameras, action, boom. But anyway, this is the parasite tea. It is the nastiest thing I have ever tasted in my life. And I'm going to taste it in front of you. Now, this is day two. Day two is not as bad as day one, but just watch my face. I don't have to overdo anything because I am an actress. There will not be any acting. Okay, that's the disclaimer. You will absolutely see what the real thing is. Here it is. Cheers. This is going to be the reaction if you're thinking about taking it. I do like a little, not a gulp, but enough to get some down. Woo, Jesus. Oh God, hold on, y'all gotta get some water. I need some water. To try to get that taste out of my mouth. Oh my God. So you have to drink 2 of those a day. So you really are drinking like 64 ounces of water. But then Dr. Price is like, but you need to get more water in. We are like a running faucet all day. And mind you, being a flight attendant, so I'm glad I don't fly out until tonight. And so it really, yesterday, let me tell you, because some people are afraid to do detoxes right away. I didn't really go to the bathroom, guys, until late that evening. And when I went, it wasn't bad. Sorry to be TMI, but this is just for people who want to know. It wasn't bad. It was almost the end of my shift. Went to the bathroom, came out. When I say nothing bad, I didn't really have consistent having to go to the bathroom until the morning. I drunk 1 sip of that barf. We're going to call it as it is. And I was trying to sleep this morning. This was around 4 a.m. this morning. I think everybody in the crew lounge probably thought I was crazy because I kept getting up. I probably got up like 5 or 6 times. So one time I had to tell the lady, honey, I'm doing a tummy detox, okay? And it's so funny because people see the jars and they're like, is that moonshine? Look up moonshine if you don't know what it is. But I'm like, no, it's not. But for people who do holistic healing, they knew exactly, what it is. Now, this is crazy, guys. I don't know. This morning when I woke up, my skin, now this is day two, my skin felt softer, and my skin is already soft, but it felt softer. And I just noticed it when I was washing my face, and I was like, weird. I also see a little slenderize in my face. It's crazy. I don't know if like just the puffiness, the inflammation, I don't know. But I did notice that and it's just the beginning of day two. I think it's around 10 a.m. So I will be back and let you guys know. I wasn't able to boil my water, just to let you guys know, because I'm a flight attendant. I had to use the teapots, the coffee thing, to do the hot water, and I put the stuff in there and just put the hot water for it to stay in the tea all night. And so unfortunately, because I am a flight attendant, I'm gonna have to be really creative, because we don't always stay at hotels that have a full setup and suite. We do stay at some that do, but sometimes we don't. And so I'm having to be it's creative, but then, you know, when I get home, I'll boil the spring water and things like that. Now, as far as what did I eat yesterday in the morning, I had oatmeal. Now, Dr. Bobby Price, he doesn't recommend grains, but let me tell you why I did eat them. I have done fasting, detox. I've been in nutrition for a long time. I actually started college wanting to be a dietitian nutritionist. And so the fear for me is, if I alter my diet too strongly, when I come off of it, it'll be hard. So what I try to do is clean up my diet. So I had oatmeal with raisins and walnuts, no, seeds, sunflower seeds. And I had a little honey, get out of my face, okay, and some puree tea. That's what I had. So that was breakfast. And then for lunch, I had a Caesar salad. But because I was in a rush, my plane had got delayed. I had to run off the plane. I had literally 20 minutes to find something to eat. I ran, got a Caesar salad with chickpeas. What I forgot to tell them, and again, this is just day one, so I'm learning, and if you run into this and you have a problem, don't feel bad, it happens. I forgot to tell them to take the little, you know how they put the little Caesar cheese on the salad, so I forgot to tell them to do that. But anyway, I took the chickpeas, put them on top of my Caesar salad, shook that up, and I ate that yesterday, and it was the best thing I had in my life, okay? I also had a cup of fruit that I ate on yesterday. And then in the evening, we were rushing again. The only thing I was able to get is a little salad, and then I got some French fries. Sorry. It's tough being a flight attendant. We have to run and grab, but what I could have grabbed, I ended up seeing a green juice at Popeyes, and I was like, Popeyes got green juice? I wasn't trusting it. No disrespect, Popeyes. We like y'all for the fries, the fried chicken, the biscuits, and but green juice? I don't know. I guess y'all diversify, but I should have gotten that. But the beautiful thing of having those mess-ups on day one is telling you, if you have those mess-ups, it happens. But what I started to do this morning is just listen to a lot of Dr. Price's podcast, the things not to do. Like, he has one, I think it was the 10 mistakes people make when they're detoxing. And that was really happy. And he talked about eating trash diets. So yeah, that was really helpful though. And I think the beautiful thing of this journey of detoxing, you're having to detox bad behaviors, incorporate new behaviors back in your life, because I was so health conscious, getting on everybody what they eat. So anyone who knows me, I've always been very health conscious, but you know, sometimes you can get bad habits and you have to get rid of those bad habits. So that podcast of the 10 things, the mistakes people make, was really, really good. And then this morning, I listened to him and one of my favorite people, Chef Babette. I want to grow up to be Chef Babette in her 70s, okay? That body is on point. Just a smart woman, and how she did amazing things in her 40s and 50s. And so I watched them this morning. And again, that was informational. And the one thing, on the one I talked about yesterday, the 10 mistakes that people make, he talked about changing your lifestyle, especially when you're detoxing, because it is really a spiritual thing. You have these herbs that are just cleaning out your insides, and it's important to clean your mind out. So from this point on, I'm not going to watch any junk on social media or anything, unless it's something to do with my job. Like another mother, I have to research the stuff that's out there. But other than that, I'm not gonna ingest any of that stuff for this 14 days, and just watch positive stuff, spiritual stuff, Christian stuff, just to keep my mind and my energy very clear. And then Chef Babette had said something too, that when people say stuff to her, you know, she's human, but what she says is, that's not really me. That's not really me. So Why am I going to worry about that? Because that's not really me. And so I'm going to adopt that principle too as well, you know, because obviously as a flight attendant, we're dealing with the public. And when you're dealing with the public, you're dealing with a lot of things. So guys, I got this little thing on Amazon. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's really cool. You like, it just clips on your ponytail. So like I got my ponytail here, right? You take this and you clip it on to your ponytail. Voila, look at that. How cute. But anyway, so I'm going to work more on the lifestyle and just trying to switch those things. And I would say baby steps at a time. I don't want to do too many crazy things, but today when I fly out, I'm going to be more conscious of what I eat. And, you know, just making sure that people's bad energy doesn't rub off on mine. I'm a pretty positive person, so I don't think I'll have a problem with that. But, you know, I'm human like the next person. So if you are about to start this, or if you're doing the journey, the thing I would tell yourself is allow yourself to grow. Don't worry about if you're not so perfect. I think you're going to grow into that because your palate is going to change. Like I said, day 2, even though this is still nasty as all get out, my amazing fiance, as you guys know, ended up saying yes to the ring, but he ended up preparing these for me. And I did have to put some more water in mine, so it wasn't as strong. It's almost like a really, really strong tea. That'd be the best way that I would describe. Sorry guys, gotta get ready for work. That's the best way I would describe it, like a really, really strong tea. Yeah, that's the best way I would describe it. But, ooh, this one ain't curl as much. But it's like a really strong tea. Oh my God, Jesus. Hold on. Another thing that I would tell you guys, I'm gonna have to roll that one back up. Let me roll that one back up. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm glad that happened. So that's what Dr. Price said. He said that some of the mucus will come up. That's what you guys just experienced, that the mucus came back up. So just know that some of those things are going to happen. Mucus is going to come up. I found myself like with cold like symptoms today. So like sniffling, and I don't got no cold, but just some of that stuff coming out of the system. Then I felt like a weird, like a red, like a little bump like around my arm, something like that. So I just put a little bit of ointment on it, because he talks about in the book how you're going to get rashes and stuff that may happen. But you know, once the body eliminates all the bad stuff that it's trying to eliminate out of the body, a lot of that stuff will go away. And I knew a lot of that from school. I had trained on that. So he's absolutely correct on that, guys. So I can't tell you if I feel any difference. Flying makes you extremely tired. So I'm really tired. So I can't say, you know, I got energy, you know, none of that is happening. I don't feel that at all. I only feel the things that, you know, I talk to you guys about, like my skin and my face just look something different. I can't explain it, but it just looks different. And the only thing I can think of is some inflammation was lost due to all the extreme. I mean, it's like I said, you're drinking over 64 ounces of water. You know, and yeah, so guys, that is day 1, not even a half yet, because it's still really early in the morning here. And I'm gonna push through. I can tell you too, yesterday I was like, oh my God, do I really want to do this for 14 days? But everyone is saying once it gets to the 3rd or 4th day, it gets better. And I'm thinking, my God, we got to go 3 or 4 days. Are y'all kidding me? Like, what? That's a lot. I was hoping to say 1 or 2 days, but you know, I'm already almost halfway there. And good thing is I'm working a lot. But if you're worried about your job, you having to go to the bathroom, I can tell you day 1, day 2, it hasn't been too excessive. And the time that I did have to go to the bathroom, it was so early in the morning that a lot of people who have like jobs, they have to be at 7, 8, or 9. You know, you're not even, you're not even probably at work. But, you know, that's some of the pain you have to go through to gain, you know, a new leaf on life. You know, a lot of the food is killing us slowly but surely, whether you know it or not, especially if you're consuming, you know, a lot of processed things in your diet. And that's anything that doesn't come in its natural form is considered processed, right? So just think about that. Now, although I know we love bread, but that would be the best way I can say some breads are processed, but some people make their own bread, you know, directly from grains and stuff like that too, as well. So I am on this journey. I am going to try to eat clean, maybe not as severe with removing grains because it's very difficult as a flight attendant. We need a lot of energy. But I don't know, my palate may change as days go on, that maybe all I will be craving is fruits and vegetables and smoothies and all of those types of things. But I'm about to go and get me some oatmeal right now because I'm just, like I said, I'm just waking up because I got off really late last night. And maybe, you know, in a week or so I won't, but I'm not doing any sugar, any processed type sugar other than honey. And I'm doing a little bit of honey. We're not talking about a lot because I'm sure my palate is going to change, you know, from sugar, but not taking any more junk, no processed stuff. You can't have that while you're doing this. And if you do have that while you're doing that, you're simply wasting your time. And after paying $150 for this detox, I will be DAM if I am going to pay all that money to turn around and, you know, waste it. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. So I'll go ahead and see it through, as you guys can hear, even with my throat, because in this book, you know, they talk about like the mucus and stuff trying to come up, you know, and so those are some of the side effects. And your body can eliminate all of that stuff, whether it's eliminating it through the mouth, through the sweat, through doing number 2. It has to eliminate some type of way. So yeah, guys, so stay tuned if you're interested in this on my journey, and I will be posting maybe every 2 days, every day. I don't really know. I'm a pretty creative person, so we do things organically when we feel them. And then also because I'm a flight attendant, it's like you got to find the time when you're not flying to be able to do it. But if I can do it as a flight attendant, guys, think about, you know, my job is on a plane 24/7, then you definitely can do it too as well. So anyway, have a beautiful week. I hope everybody had a good Labor Day weekend, and I'll be back with another update. Bye.